The Panasonic Japan-made System Kitchen Handicap is the next cab off the rank. It is the first leg of the triple trio, 1,650 metres on the all-weather. And Sky Supreme there coming back in grade and is first up here for Francis Lloyd. Boom Alliance, Magic Supreme, again suspect probably 1,650. Infinite Power, Son of McPhee with Zach Purton on board, has had 2 trials leading into this. Righteous Doctrine hasn't won from 21 starts yet, course and distance. Maximise Heart there for Ruin Meyer. Further down you've got Colourful Baron, who's been poor, with the Green Laser, who's been better his last couple. Lady First, Luck Star, Lucky Ruby and Lucky Victor, all going around at the bottom of the handicap here for race number 4. Nick, in the speed, well, there should be plenty. You got Infinite Power, Lucky Victor, he's very one-dimensional. Sky Supreme, Magic Supreme. Yeah, loads and loads of speed, really, isn't there? So I reckon they'll run along pretty generously from the get-go. Infinite Power, as you say, he only has, well, he only has one way of going. He does like to lead, run some good races from the front. Sky Supreme, obviously, from 5 will surely press forward. Lucky Victor, we know, can go on with things, and Magic Supreme as well, and there'll be a whole host of them chasing, Paul. Yeah,
it looks like it's going to be a fastly run race. Green Laser likes to go forward as well. Righteous Doctrine can kick up from the inside, so it might set it up for something towards the back end.
Let's have a look at Righteous Doctrine, the first of our replays we highlight here, and he's down on the fence. It was actually not a bad ride, I thought, this time round from De Souza. Paul, he had a nice run on the fence, followed the fence home, and in the end boxed on well, but none of them are going to beat Yes We Can. No,
he won very nicely, didn't he? Look, he finished off well, Righteous Doctrine, but look, he hasn't won for a while. Sylvester De Souza from barrier number 1 can help him. He did ride him here.
He's well handicapped to 47, I think, on all known form, but as you say, he hasn't won for a fair while. And the horse back in 3rd there, Green Laser, he's not been too disgraced in a couple lately.
No, he hasn't, and we saw Righteous Doctrine getting checked up in the straight there as well. Speaking of Green Laser, he does feature here in this replay behind Lady First, who ran 2nd, Magic Supreme, Infinite Power leading them up, and back in the field is Lucky Victor, along with Viva Allah. What are we taking out of this race, Nick?
Well, look, I suppose Lady First is the ideal place to start. I mean, he's run 2nd and run well. He doesn't win all that often, just 2 from 61. And Green Laser, again, as we've highlighted there, has obviously run another solid race. But, you know, there are horses in here, Paul, that we see time and time again in these types of races, and they're always hard ones to predict.
Yeah, I didn't mind the way that Viva Allah finished off in the orange. He sort of got held up halfway down the straight. That was his first start over 1,650, and he has got that pedigree for that distance. So, look, I put him in on a minor line.
Hasn't done too much in 4 starts, has Viva Allah. We can roll on and have a look at a trial of Son of McPhee up at Chung Far, and he was just out to stretch his legs this morning by the looks of things. Paul, we've seen, especially on Wednesday night, a lot of money for several David Hall runners.
Yeah, exactly. And look, it was, as you say, just having his trial here, he was sort of pushed along. So he would have come on a lot off this trial. Zach Purton aboard. He's going to get the race run to suit with all the pace in the race, so I've included him.
Hasn't gone badly fresh in the past, and clearly suited to these conditions. Yet to win on the all-weather, but he's run placed 4 times from 5.
Yep, looks to get his opportunity for Zach Purton at this time round. It does Son of McPhee. A tricky race, as we'd expect here, Paul, for the first leg of a huge triple trio.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going for a double-figured runner on top 2 of Lucky Ruby. This horse, I think, will get the race run to suit. It's had a few runs now. It does go well on the all-weather. It's well rated. Son of McPhee, fresh up. Luck Star, another one that gets back and running on strongly. And as will Viva Allah. So I'm going with sort of the back runners here, 13, 5, 12 and 8.
Yeah, a number down further down the handicap for me as well here. I've got the 12 on top. That is Luck Star. I thought ran really well a couple of starts ago on the all-weather. That was his only run, and Harry Bentley back on board here as well is a positive. Righteous Doctrine in for 2nd is racing well. Son of McPhee, I think, will be supported, and Green Laser can continue to race fairly, and we'll throw him into the numbers as well. 12, 6, 5 and 10.
And Righteous Doctrine currently at 3.2 for race number 4. We'll see if the long-standing course and distance maiden can get the job done in the first leg of Saturday's triple trio.